what's going on? Welcome back to our channel, YouTube. How y'all doing? What's up, Frank?
What up, Low, man? What's good, man?
Man, it's just a lot going on right now, man. You obviously see what's going on the ticker. We're gonna have a few subjects we're gonna talk about, and it's just kind of basic. Some of it's going on in the news, some of it's old news, some of it's just some old chop talk, barbershop talk, just basic talk. But so what you got for me? I mean, well, actually, I'll start it off if you want me to, or you know what I'm saying. You see
Yeah,
what's going on with the whole Kim Porter shit.
okay, cool, man. You go ahead and start it out the gate, man.
All right, well, if I'm gonna do that, I got a video. Then let me start with this video real quick.
All right,
Let me
cool.
see if I can find this joke. All right, let's see. See if I can share my screen. All right, I think I got it.
Because, bruh, if you know what I know, he put Kim in a gold casket. Then has 24-hour security at the funeral home. So nobody would go in there and touch the casket or take Kim out of there. They should reopen her case and have an independent pathologist look at everything about her so she can rest in peace. I know people, paperwork, and this other young lady on the internet, they are spearheading the reopening of Kim's case. And I hope they do.
Uh,
Wow, man. What do you think, bro? What's your thoughts?
um, well, I'm gonna say this, man. He really did. He learned from one of the best how to make people disappear, man. Clive Davis. Allegedly, I have heard. He got that magic concoction that that even a pathologist wouldn't be able to see, why this person was either passed on their own natural causes or it was murder. But I will say, and to keep it kind of quick, man, all of his mentors or anybody who meant anything to Diddy, his closest people who was gonna write a book, is no longer with us. Heavy D, Andre Harrell, um, this another author. I can't think of her name right about now, but it's another author. She wrote a book about it's like one of those Triple Crown publications, one of those type books about what goes on in the industry. She's no longer with us as well. Um, you have people like Kamora Lee. Cassie was one of them. And when I'm saying Kamora Lee, I mean Kamora Lee Simmons, Cassie, also Jaguar Wright. Um, they was close to this to Kim. So for Kim to pass the cell phone to Cassie, that says a lot. It says a lot. It was just like, yo, whoever died first, he go to evidence. So you know what I'm saying. Any and everybody who was gonna write a tell-all book about Bad Boy, about their legacy, they are no longer with us. And these were his closest people, man. And R.I.P. to Heavy D, Harrell, Kim, and the other girl. I never met her, but I met Kim. I met Kim before her demise, and I was at a CVS on P Street, and what's crazy about it, she was hanging out with Janice that night. It was Janice, Kim, Misha. That's P Diddy's first baby mama. She was with them too, and two other females. I did, I didn't know who they were, but she was a stunning woman, man. She was a very beautiful woman, for real.
Okay, okay. Well, I'm gonna keep it a buck, and just because that video that Gene Deal said about the whole Kim Porter, I think that he's right. I think they need to reopen and try to find see if they get a pathologist or some kind of toxicology or whatever report they can. And maybe where there's smoke, there's fire. People have been saying this, but I'm not going to allude too much to it long because I know there's a bunch of people that's commenting and making videos on this. But I do second that motion that Jill Deal was saying about opening up the case. And I think P. Diddy is shaking in his boots right now because I think it's a lot of things that's about to be unraveled. Moving right along, though, man, other day, man, with the whole Trump incident, do you think our president, number 45, is going to go down? And if he do, what are your thoughts? What are your takes? Hey, lay it on me. What you think, Franco?
Man, this is all I'm gonna say, man. The man pockets run deep. His relationships run deep. Do I think he's going down? I don't know, man. I think it probably fuck around and be a national disaster before they lock him up. But you know what? You never know. You know what I'm saying? Because they eat each other too. Or you know what? Let's just be real. He's worth billions of dollars, man. They may not send him, but they'll send a clone.
Right. I'm like you. I don't think he'll serve any jail time. 34 counts. Hell, if you and I get 1 count, 2 counts, we gonna go to jail. Don't even go past go to collect 200. However, I think it's gonna get in his pockets, and I think it's gonna really, really affect him. However, I did just see where him and his staff his supporters gave, a crazy amount of money. Don't know if you heard about it, but just, I don't think that he's probably should be the president. And I think by him being president for that term cost him a lot of money, cost him a lot of heartache and grief. I think he was I'm not going to debate of how good and how bad he is because I'm not here for that. But I just don't think he's going to get any jail time. I think they're going to take a lot of his money, going to age him, and he's going to quad off and go into the sunset. I don't know. We'll see. But if he don't win and he don't go to jail, I think there's going to be a lot of repercussions. November is around the corner, buddy. So I can't wait to see how this is going to shake out. Any other thing?
Well, I will say this, man. I know we touched on this once before, man. Young Thug ain't got that many felonies, and his ass still locked up. So you can see, you
can't put Young Thug and Trump in the same sentence. This is a former sitting president. Young Thug is a former gang member that got a lot of bodies. So, but I understand what you're saying.
But come on, Lo, man. Listen, this motherfucker, he wake up and sneeze and say, you know what? Go ahead and fire up that village in Zaire. Burn that bitch down.
That's why he's Teflon Don. But hey, y'all let us know what y'all think in the comment section. If he's gonna get, look, we're gonna create a poll to see how many of you guys think he's gonna go to jail or not go to jail, and if he should be president. But if not, go ahead, make sure you leave the comments. We're gonna move right on along, man, because this right here, this next one is really near and dear to my heart. I don't know if you've been following what's going on down there in Florida. I'm not sure what part, maybe the Tampa Bay area or Jacksonville. I can't really remember. About Roger Fortson, the young airman that was killed by a Florida County or a Florida deputy sheriff. Have you been following this story, Franco?
Nah, man. I was just down there in Tampa, man. I was in Tampa, man, not too long ago, man. And I saw a report on it, but it went away quick. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't like pick up a whole bunch of steam. So it wasn't, because we run across a lot of information, man. But long story short, it really that saddens my heart, man. That's all I'm gonna say. It's sad, that police still out here doing the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And I understand. And wow, and this is what I have. This is what I've been hearing through the pipeline, man. That a lot of those dudes from them other countries that's coming over here getting the $8,000, they about to be able to join the police force. So, therefore, they don't have give no fucks about doing us bad. If they're already doing each other bad, the civilian people that's in the street. So, it's no difference from, how they brought all those racist cops from Alabama, Mississippi, and brought them to California. You know what I'm saying? But now you bring in immigrants from a whole nother country who definitely don't like us, don't like America's black, white, period. And they over here and they getting a check and they about to have a gun and do the bullshit. Man, our country, man, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I just hope, you know, everybody got their bug out bags and they got a plan. They got their dogs.
I'm gonna explain the whole Roger Fortune, and you're absolutely right. And we could talk about that. You kind of touched over some things that I was gonna get into the next episode about, but I'm gonna keep it back on Roger Fortune and let you know, because a lot of people probably don't really know. It was a young airman that was in his apartment, and the police was called, but not to his apartment. They actually had the wrong apartment, allegedly. So Mr. Fortune actually came to the door with a gun in his hand. He didn't point it at the deputy, and 5 shots was fired, and that's pretty much it, Frank. So, I mean, so now knowing that, even his attorney, Ben Crump, and a few others were saying, you know, they even possibly had the wrong house. So this airman lost his life, but by the grace of God, this Florida deputy was fired as he should have been fired. So, you know, just kind of want to, like, you know, get on that and make sure you guys get out there and support him. If you know a little bit more about the story and can expound on it, please definitely leave us a comment, you know, because this is really it's bittersweet because they were able to get the deputy charged. And but, you know, we're going to change it up and get a little bit more entertainment. Frank, I know you've seen what's going on with Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, man. Go ahead.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You the one who updated me on that. Me personally, I think Tyson was gonna knock his damn head off. But I mean, like,
oh man, yeah, you know, I guess Tyson was traveling early in the week and his ulcers was flaring up. I don't really know much about ulcers. I mean, I'm not, you know, I'm not a medical guy, but and they say it's that tough that it had to postpone. I think the fight was going to be on July 20th on Netflix. So just think about it. That was a payday. But I know the fight has been rescheduled, and I'm like you, Frank. I think Tyson was going to really, really hurt this kid, and this kid just don't know how close he came to death. But again, now that I know the whole issue with Tyson, I think his health is too important. Just don't even just postpone it and just let it go, man. You know, even though you might win, I mean, not saying you might win, even though you will win, all he got to do is get a good kidney shots and this and that. It's not worth your health. We want you a long time. You're one of the best that ever did it. You're a good dude, you know. So, I mean, what do you think? You think you should go ahead and fight him, Frank, or what?
No, man. I heard they already got paid. So you know what I'm saying?
Really? You know okay. You got. Well, what's your source?
Well, I just heard they got paid. I don't know how true it is. Let me say that. I don't know how true it is. But I heard. I already heard they been paid. So I was just like, well, you know, you gotta look at it like this. You know what I'm saying? The powers that be ain't. Jake is still young, right? So they knew Tyson was gonna knock that little kid head off. I don't think it had shit to do with Tyson's health. You know what I'm saying? I just think, you know, that fight was very unbalanced. You know what I'm saying? Do it with a bit of more he can chew. You know what I'm saying?
I disagree with you. I don't think. I mean, I believe they probably have got paid. I don't know that, but I don't think they. I think Mike Tyson really got some health issues, man. And I think his camp is telling him to take a pause for. But now, if they've been paid, it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? They've been paid. It's going to happen. You know, it's going to happen because they said it was already postponed from July 20th to later on in the year. So I'm like you. I mean, you know, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I just me personally, I don't think, you know what I'm saying, that he was able to match Mike Tyson's skill. You know.
Oh no,
I just know, you know, it's. I look at Jake Paul and man, that's just a fucking a minstrel show. You know what I'm saying? It's just entertainment. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying
I agree. I agree, man. I don't think that it's gonna. He don't even have a dog in the fight. But I do want to talk about something that you was telling me about, and you had sent me something on this Larry Silverstein thing and the whole Baltimore Bridge, Francis Scott Key. But I found a video that's debunking what you sent me. I'm gonna share my screen, and I want your thoughts on it. I want you to tell me what you think about it. Hold on, let me see if I can find this. All right, here we go. I know I got it somewhere. I got it somewhere. Okay, yep, there we go. There we go.
Payout resulting from the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse in Baltimore? No, that's not true. The claim cited an amount of money no individual in the world is known to possess. The claim did not supply, nor could Lead Stories find evidence supporting the claim that he owns or is in any position to collect on an insurance policy covering the collapsed bridge. A representative of Silverstein's company refuted the claim in an email exchange with a Lead Stories reporter. Full details and sources on leadstories.com. Like and share the truth.
Ah, man. Oh, Frank. All right, so for you guys that don't know, Larry Silverstein is a World Trade Center real estate tycoon. I think he owned one half of New York, Trump owned the other half, and it's been said, that Larry Silverstein received a $1 trillion payout for the bridge that collapsed in Baltimore a few months back, or maybe a month back. So I never heard of a $1 trillion policy, but it wouldn't surprise me because what's done in the dark, they're going to keep it in the dark. They're not going to let everybody know that. But Frank, you know a little bit more about this because I wish I could have found a video saying it happened, but they now are refuting and they're backing up. So I want your thoughts on this, man, because this is really, really intriguing to me.
Well, I will say this. Even if he didn't get $1 trillion, he got some billions of dollars. I mean, let's just be perfectly honest. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. That's just like the World Trade Center. Them people, that dude took out the insurance policies for billions. Probably like, don't quote me. I want to say weeks before that it had got toppled over. How the fuck to take out the extra policies on those buildings unless you knew what was coming down the pipe? So they play all kind of games, you know what I'm saying? And do I think he got some money off of it? Yeah, yes, he got some money. Do I think he got $1 trillion? Probably not. But you know what? Trillions of dollars probably passed through his hands because you know why? Because he had to bring other services to make sure that cargo, them people get transported, and also those goods that's coming into that city. So he still probably made $1 trillion, but just in other areas. But do I think he got some insurance money off of it? Yes, because that's the game they play. You know what I'm saying? That's the game they play, and I can't even be mad at them. I just say, all the money that black people, that copper color people spend, we can do the same thing. But we ain't even have to run those scams because why? We have the buying power to move things, to make things happen. So if that's what he did to get his money, I salute him. We wasn't on the bridge. Fuck him.
and rest in love to the people that lost their lives and on the bridge. I mean, but you're right though. I mean, but I love your take on it, man. You gave a solid take, but now you threw me off with the whole comical part of it. But you're right though. I like what you said though, because if he didn't make $1 trillion, he made it all the way back in a lot of different. I didn't think about it like that, and that makes a lot of sense now. You know what I'm saying? Because he was behind. I mean, look at the coincidences. The World Trade Center now automatically gone. The bridge, everything that he allegedly, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it reminds me of these Hollywood and these rapper CEOs and moguls that have these guys getting all this beef, and then they be having all this tons of insurance on them. So now I'm starting to wake up, and I'm gonna do a little bit more investigative, journalism on that. But you got anything else?
And also, man, I want to, say this to the people who did lose their life, man, getting up early in the morning to go feed their families, man, and out there on the road. You know what I'm saying? I pray that they rest in peace. I don't mean no harm or hurt to those people, But at the same time, you know, man, they play a dirty game, man. You know, that man, it's a lot of goods that was coming into that city that had to be quote unquote damaged because they couldn't get the city in a certain amount of time. That's an insurance check. Plus, we still want them goods. We gonna still sell them goods, but we gonna still file a claim because they were supposed to be here on this date, but the bridges blew up. So,
right.
Quote unquote,
Real
those
quick,
goods wasn't no good.
Right, real quick. This is a little bit off subject. I don't know if you remember this. Remember back in Atlanta when they put that bridge on fire, the Lindbergh Bridge? Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was by my house. That was, bro. Listen, that was no, I'm wrong. That was 4 blocks from my house.
Yeah, I remember it. That was like 2015, 2016. And they were saying a crackhead did it, but it was all, and it would come to find out it was about money, and then the whole toll thing, and just so where there's smoke, there's fire. But you know, but anyways, I just thought that was interesting, and I thought about that right when the Baltimore Bridge had it. But I also, like I said, want to let the viewers know a lot of people never heard of Larry Silverstein. You put me on to him, but when I see the name Silverstein and I see it's a Jew name, I'm automatically, my brain housing group is going to start rolling whenever I hear a Jew name associated with stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So this is all allegedly, but hey, you guys might know more. If you know about it, hey, leave us a comment, because you know we're just reporting what we're reading or what research we've done or just some of the little information we might have. That's why we call the show Chop Talk. It's like being at a barbershop. It's like I said, you know, it's two brothers from a different mother just getting together, just talking about stuff, because we can have this conversation on the phone all day. But hey, we're here to learn. So if you know something about it, please comment. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I forgot to say that. So, but I feel like I'm begging when I say that. So, hey, we would appreciate it if you like and subscribe. But hey, man, this next one is hit home. You know, I'm in Memphis, and I saw this on the 5 o'clock news, Frank. And I know if it's going on in Memphis, it goes on in a lot of other inner cities, especially in the Black community. I'm gonna play this, man. It's a problem. I'm not gonna try to play all of it, but I want you to see how they backdated on it, and I really want to get your take on it. And this is gonna be pretty much our conclusion for the day. But I'm gonna share this with you because it hit home, man. You know, it really hit home to me, and it's really sad and it's shameful. Wait one.
HIV hotspots with dozens of students testing positive. Well, tonight, school and health officials are telling us that information is not true. Fox 13's Jack Bilyeu joins us live at the Shelby County Health Department. Jack, just because those schools are not home to cluster cases, they're home to cluster cases rather, does not mean young people are not at risk.
Yeah, Darcy, an MSCS spokesperson told me that HIV data on a school-by-school level is not something that's available to them, and this is not something that they've reached out to any parents about. Now, the health department told Fox 13 that there are no HIV clusters at any high schools in Shelby County, though the infection rates among young people are alarmingly high.
You might have seen this post in your social media feed claiming that dozens of students at Hamilton and Whitehaven high schools have tested positive for HIV. The post has been shared thousands of times, but authorities say it's not true. The Shelby County Health Department told Fox 13 in a statement that it does not usually respond to social media posts, but would in this case. A spokesperson says there are no HIV clusters at schools in Shelby County, but the areas on your screen are where officials say sexually transmitted infections are spreading higher than the county's average.
So there's certainly not been any such release of that, and it would be hard to even know such a thing. This point.
Dr. Steve Threlkel, the medical director of infectious diseases at Baptist Memorial, says it's unlikely that scientifically sound data could even get that specific. That said, the health department says it's seeing an alarming increase of new HIV cases, especially when it comes to those between the ages of 14 and 30.
Man, that's crazy.
Man, Frank, now I'm gonna touch on something real quick before I let you go. I want you to pay attention. there's two things that I want to pay attention. One is Fox News. We know who controls Fox News. Okay.
Yes.
Two, students, to my knowledge, last I checked, they do not take HIV tests in school. So you saw what a text run around. I think what it was, a health department, and I can't say that person's name. Someone I know I know someone that knows someone that works there, and they was telling it about it. So I do think it's true. I know it's true. However, it's funny to me that the school are gonna or the health department gonna get up in there. So I guess not to sound the alarm, but it is an alarm, and they don't want people to panic, So they gotta debunk it, but it is true, and it's just true. Period. Not just with high school students. You got people. Period. But I'm not gonna really get on that because the whole topic was that it's running rampant in schools, and I know these two schools personally, great schools, and I can believe it because I just know how these young folks are moving. And I just want your thoughts. What's your take? But remember, you got to understand who owns Fox News. So, I wouldn't be surprised. But what's your thoughts?
Well, you gotta excuse me, man. I tried to cut off.
You ain't gotta know the story, but just what's your thoughts? Period. It's not about I don't want you to get caught up with that.
No.
What are your thoughts?
Well, as far as my thoughts on that, it's kind of like it's sad to me because it's true. I know it's true. Man, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I only thing I can really touch on, man, and I'll make it real quick. They over sexualize our youth. The soy is messing us up. And when I'm saying the soy,
Explain more about that.
Okay, well, with the soy,
you got like 2.5 minutes, huh? Go ahead.
Okay, all right. Okay, me and you, we infamil babies with iron, right? So
right, and the titty,
So that's right.
Mm-hmm.
We had liquid gold and infamil with iron. Y'all know yeah. Now y'all gonna know my age. Infamil with iron. Okay. Now another thing. Now with these youth, like when I had my son 7 years old, right? So he had soy milk, and I'm like, this is wrong, right? So I ended up taking him to a chiropractor because a lot of people don't know when you have a child, your child supposed to go get realigned, and you supposed to hang your baby upside down. So that's another story. But anyway, But what so that adrenochrome can go through go through the whole body the way it's supposed to. But anyway, what the soy does to a male, it makes him more. He takes on the female hormones of a girl, and when a female have heavy concentration of soy, she gets the more what is that estrogen, right?
Testosterone.
Testosterone. It shoots hers through the roof, and with the boys, it shoots the estrogen through the roof. So it's not even good for neither one of us. I mean, they did this study with the frogs. They did it with sheep. They know what the soy do, and then you mix the soy with the 5G, with the other music and the images, and what they make. You got Twan, you got Juan, you got Keisha, wanna be Keith. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. So what you're saying, I mean, that's another topic because that's more going towards the LGBTQ, which that's a different topic. But we're talking about. I think you was on to something really good about how the soy is really just, and I think it's the hip hop, the music over sexualizing, and these young folks all they know. And I think it's we came up. It was teen pregnancy. It was just pregnancy. They were having kids at high school, 14, 13, 15 years old. But, we was, also, that's a different topic as well. But I just think we need to do a better to try to educate them. I mean, I don't know how much education you can educate. I just think this generation is so far gone, Frank. And the, like you said, the over-sexualization of our women, our men, and it's just taking it by a landslide. But just make sure we pray for these guys, these students. Let's pray for the city. Let's pray for not just the city of Memphis, but all the inner cities, because it's not just a Memphis problem. But we're gonna end it right there. I want to give a shout out to using the videos from Fox, Gene Deal, and the video we got from Mr. Silverstein. I don't know who made that video. Hey, we sure do appreciate you guys, for tuning in to the Frank and Lowe Show. And remember, it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Keep your third eye open and make sure you carry the hell on. Frank, you got anything?
No, man. Peace and blessings to everybody, man. And also all y'all viewers out there, man. If y'all have any videos or anything y'all want us to talk about, man, send us some videos. The email will be dropped in our link. And hey, man, we're gonna start doing some live shows so we can get some callers to come in and call, man, and comment on what's going on out there, because we don't know everything. But
right. I'm glad you said that about the live shows, and then also some reaction videos. So if you know someone, if you got someone, we're gonna start doing reaction videos to, like, for example, like the Joe Rogan and Terrence Howard thing. We're gonna react, and we want to hear you guys your opinions as well. But I appreciate that, Frank. We need to get started on. I'm once I get done with this, I'm gonna hang up and I'm gonna call you back. But hey, you guys have a good one. Love you. Hey, stay straight out there.
Peace and blessings, y'all.